welcome back to our Express Halloween special. We have haunted houses, we have campy cult musicals, and we have classic Halloween games. The Ouija board, for some it's just wood and plastic, for others it channels the spiritual unknown. We're going to let you decide for yourself and find out how to have the ultimate Ouija experience.
I will say a prayer now before we do the session. In the name of God, we ask for white light, love.
It's called the Prayer of Protection. Tina Fiorda and Tildy Cameron never start a Ouija session without one.
We visualize imaginary white light of protection around us, and then we say a prayer, and we ask that only positive and loving guides come through to us. Good.
Sisters Tina and Tildy are authors of a book of insight, Wisdom from the Other Side.
The entire.
It talks about everything from manifesting desires to lessons in love.
I started experimenting with the Ouija board probably in my late teens, and it wasn't until we'd been practicing for probably a number of months that we finally started to get spirits come through and visit us.
Okay. They're agreeing with us. We have three guides that introduce themselves to us, Melanie, M, and Demna. And these guides have told us that they have been with us for an eternity and that they are here to guide us through life and to watch over us. For some reason, our guides came through and just spelt out a page on meditation. It was a cross between channeling and spelling it out on the board. Yes.
The guides inform the sisters meditation is crucial in life, especially when starting a Ouija session, which was their first tip for me.
Meditation is very important. It connects you to your higher self. It puts us into a calm state that we can then begin to receive and to transmit the messages from our guides. Okay, let's wait till they come through.
And then once they come through,
you put your hand on the pointer.
It's also important to attract friendly spirits, and you have to put faith in your Ouija partner.
Trust the partner that you're working with. Don't play tricks on each other, because then you start to mistrust each other and it loses the entire objective of what you're trying to do.
If you're experimenting with the Ouija board and you suddenly feel uncomfortable, immediately, politely ask it to leave, and then at that point I would probably just terminate the session.
Okay.
That's how we know they're gone. That's how they usually...
For those who are a little skeptical about this, you're not alone.
I can understand, that people might have some problems with this. I mean, Tina and I still look at each other in amazement. A whole book was delivered to us through a Ouija board. I still have problems believing that myself.
What our guides tell us is that it's just another tool of communication. Some people use tarot cards, some people use crystal balls, and some people, such as ourselves, use Ouija boards. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. Yes.
In Coquitlam, I'm Melanie Panetta for The Express.
What really happens to us when we die? Are we alone in the universe, or do spirits really exist? If you'd like to know what the guides told Tina and Tildy, you can go to the website. And if you'd like to know what the spirits of the Necronomicon have to say about that, well then sit back and hang on. This is DSR's production of Evil Dead, the musical.
Nos veritas alamemnon conda.
Now we honor the Necronomicon. Now we honor the Necronomicon. Now we honor the Necronomicon. Now we honor.
It's 5 college students that have gone out into the woods, into this cabin, and an evil has been unleashed, and most of the party gets possessed, and they become demons, and there's a lot of mayhem and bloodshed.
How the hell do demons do their very own special dance?
Ash, I would offer to shake your hand, but it seems like it would be a bit of a folly for me.
Yes, yes. Careful about that.
Yeah, you've had a bit of a rough go of it, have you?
Well, the last 24 hours hasn't been particularly favorable for my body parts. I've been up against a few Kandarian demons. Sister, best friend, all sorts of my favorite people sort of shifting, changing on me, going somewhere else.
Deadites always like to get their freak on, and when we get together, we do the Necronomicon, do the the Necronomicon. Come on, and do the Necronomicon.
One of the classic songs, Do the Necronomicon. Do you think it's going to be the new Time Warp?
I think so, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's out of all the songs in the show, and it's probably the cleanest. There's some foul language in some of the songs, so I think that's probably the cleanest, and it's the big showstopper.
Then we sing down, then we get back up and lasso all around and we spin.
Is it true that there's a whole crew of people out there of Deadites that are like folk fans?
Yes. Well, I mean, the whole Sam Raimi movies and everything are cult favorites, and yeah, they do call themselves the Deadites.
Finish it off with our best Henry Winkler.
Well, you see this? This is my boomstick. It's a 12-gauge double-barrel Remington S-Smart top of the line. You can find this baby in the sporting goods department. That's right. This sweet baby was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Retails for about $109.95. It's got a walnut stock, cobalt blue steel, and a hair trigger. That's right. Shop smart. Shop S-Smart. You got that?
Let's show them how we dance while our bodies decay.
Do we dance like Backstreet?
Not without a heartbeat.
And what is this rumor of the splatter zone everyone's
The
talking
splatter
about?
zone is, there is a plastic all over the front row here. We're going to be squirting blood at the audience. So it's all contained in this one small area
You
here.
promise?
So, I promise, yeah.
Because you are wearing white.
Yeah, I won't be in it. No, I'm not really into that. You know, I prefer to watch people get splattered than to be splattered myself. But
Again, something you only get to say this time of year.
that's right.
Give me some sugar, baby.
You gotta follow the moves right to the letter.
It's going to look scary on stage. We're going to have all the elements of the movies, both scary, campy, / funny.
And you get to wear a chainsaw as a hand.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the bonuses of the job. Yeah.
And lasso all around and we spin. Clap our hands and take a big moment to acknowledge the band. Yeah!
All right, you screwheads. Name's Ash. Housewares. Evil Dead the Musical's playing at the Norman Rothstein Theater. That's right, the Norman Rothstein Theater. You got that?
Deadites always like to get their freak off. And when we get together, we do the Necronomicon. Do the Necronomicon.
DSR's production of Evil Dead the Musical. You can see it here at the Norman Rothstein Theater until November the 7th. And remember what Mark said, the splatter zone is optional. Oh, but apparently it's not optional for me. Very nice. Okay, something else that's new to Vancouver this year, a haunted house like you've never seen before. Good luck.
Welcome to the horrific home of Beatrix Stainsbury.
Where fear comes to life.
It's a haunted house tour that you won't soon forget.
I've been looking for you.
You know, the haunted house experience is so quintessential to Halloween, and we really wanted to create an experience that was both, you know, beautiful and sublime, and that played on people's fears.
The tour features characters in full costume and makeup, creating scenes of mystery and horror in every room of the house.
We're really focused on creating something fun, having a lot of fun, and doing something, giving all of the performers a chance to bring out their dark side, to do something that they haven't done and step into some new territory.
To get the project off the ground, Chris contacted Miriam Steinberg of In the House Festival.
Well, a big part of In the House is performance of all kinds in people's living rooms and backyards and bringing community together, and right away the enthusiasm just sucked me right in. I'm like, yes, okay, I'll do this.
The idea of the house is that this is a cursed house, cursed by a woman named Beatrix Stainsbury. Everybody else who has lived in the house has been cursed by her energy. So this is a brothel that was rebuilt by a madam after Beatrice lived here.
There's a man with a lantern and it carries the soul.
There's a scientist downstairs who's trying to harness the power of human fear.
By bottling and encapsulating human fear, she is able to drive her world forward.
And Beatrice's past lover is actually imprisoned in the walls of the house.
Everybody forgets you.
what you got. Time is fickle.
It's a complex and diverse cast, and to complete the mix, there's even a resident black cat.
Scare people to their bones is something we'd very much like to do, and at the same time, show you something beautiful and a little bit tragic.
So after my tour, I decided to get in on the fun. From the horrific home of Beatrice Stainsbury, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
Happy Halloween!
There are only 8 tours of the Beatrice Stainsbury Haunted House on Halloween night, and they only hold 11 people each, so it's best to get your tickets in advance online. And here's your line and some other Halloween events. Yes, still plenty. It's time for the Express Spotlight. 6 lives stumble toward entangling souls and exposing hidden secrets. Demon Voice is a powerful show full of intimacy and inescapable consequences. Ooh. Families can enjoy a jack-o'-lantern display, fortune-telling, kids' crafts, musical entertainment, and trick-or-treating if you show up in costume. The park will also be decorated with the harvest theme. You can dance the night away in your scary Halloween costume. Costumes are mandatory and you must be 19 to enter. Fun includes 3,300 people with 9 DJs in 3 rooms. The Shaw Pumpkin Patrol will also be out in full force on Halloween night. You can watch for the Shaw Blue Vans patrolling the streets between 5 and 8 o'clock. Now that's it for today's Express, our Halloween special from Evil Dead the Musical. I'm definitely getting a little sticky here. And before we go, we're going to leave you with a look at another BC classic Halloween favorite, the Stanley Park Ghost Train.